Back at the Green Carpet event for 2025, Peter Beck has joined us. And Peter, let's talk a little bit about the foundation first before we get into tonight's events here at the Northwest State Community College. Tell me about the foundation here at Northwest State and why it means so much to you.
We provide scholarships for many individuals who attend this school. I actually went to this school many years ago, and I'm not even going to tell you how long ago that was. But anyway, this school provides, whether it is certificates, degrees, in many areas. But along with that, the foundation is providing scholarships that are raised through local people, individuals, companies, organizations, which in turn provide the scholarships for the individuals that do go to this school, and then we turn out and be good employees for our region.
One of the best nights on the calendar here at Northwest State is the Scholarship Award Night. And it means so much to pack the atrium, bring so many people in here, and then to hear the stories of the people that each year, have the guts to stand up and talk about, their situation and the things that they have fought through sometimes, overcome in other times, to get to that point where they are graduating and moving forward with the things that they've planned for their lives and making things better for them and their families.
Yeah, the stories of the individuals, the students that go here, are really what keeps us motivated as a foundation. And to continue to hear those stories year after year just keeps driving us to work harder so that we can continue to provide scholarships. And this year, we actually provided the record-breaking over $900,000 and to over 440 students. So we are very happy that we're growing as a foundation to help provide and support for area individuals that come here.
It's making a huge difference, and a night like tonight, the Green Carpet event night, is part of that making a difference, part gathering people together, again, to hear great stories about great things that are going on, not only at the college, but the people that are touched by the college and people who help their communities. And, it's one of the times I know I'm get to see you each year, and it's a lot of fun, and a lot of people, just get together and have a great time. If people want to be involved in the Green Carpet event in the future.
Yes, it gives us an opportunity to honor organizations and individuals that do so much to make a difference in people's lives. And this is one way we can thank those individuals. And we have many in our communities that do this. And this provides an opportunity to highlight them.
Green Carpet 2025 at Northwest State Community College. President Todd Hernandez is with us. And Todd, as we look at the Green Carpet event and the award winners, it's all about community connections. It's all about people serving their communities. And Northwest State is no different. It's about serving the Northwest Ohio communities, the 6 counties that Northwest State serves. And one of the things that you talk about all the time is Elevate Northwest Ohio. What is Elevate Northwest Ohio to you?
Certainly. So Elevate Northwest Ohio is a vision that we're creating as a shared vision in Northwest Ohio. And there's a lot of data that points to 2030, 2031, the years that 65% of our workers are going to need some college attainment or above. So not necessarily a 2-year degree or bachelor degree, though some will, but it could just be a welding certificate or just a couple of classes in advanced Excel. So we have a goal, a vision of achieving 65% of college attainment for our adults in our 6-county area. And we started this about 3 years ago. We can't do it ourselves, and that's where we talk about the community and the connections. But 3 years ago, that number was 47.4%. This year, that number is 49.9%. So we're already making a difference, and that's kind of what the celebration is tonight, other individuals that are making a difference.
The neat thing about it is that we talk numbers out here at Northwest State all the time about the people who are students at Northwest State and how many of them stay here in Northwest Ohio. They're rooted here for one reason or another, whether they've lived here all their lives or they've moved here or they've moved back here, whatever it may be. There are so many different reasons that they are here, but they are here for the long term, and that education that's done here at Northwest State then stays here in Northwest Ohio.
It certainly does, and our graduates make approximately $10,000 more per year than those individuals with no college. So if they're making a higher income, more taxes, better roads, better schools, just economic development and prosperity for the entire region. So it really snowballs on itself, and we're excited that we get to play a central role in it.
The neat thing about it is a lot of this is education for people to know the things that Northwest State is involved in. Not only here, we're on the Archbold campus tonight, but expansion into a Van Wert campus very, very soon, and then outreach throughout the entire state of Ohio that I'm not sure a lot of people know that Northwest State is involved in.
Yeah, Northwest State has a niche. Nearly 70% of our enrollment is apprenticeships, so skilled trades, electricians, and it's really those are honorable professions, and I'm glad that Northwest State is able to support that.
Back at Green Carpet for 2025, and we have another special guest with us here tonight. Introduce yourself.
Tiffany Kern.
And Tiffany, why are you here tonight?
I have come to get my tonight for the Green Carpet event. I was invited to speak and share my story of how coming back to school has impacted my life.
Let's talk a little bit about that, because we were talking just a few moments ago about how Northwest State and the online opportunities out here have made it easy for you, or at least better for you, to be able to get the education you need and continue providing in the way that you need to for your friends and family.
Yes, I have 5 children, so Northwest has made it easy for me in accommodating my needs. With classes, online classes, tutoring. Anytime I've needed help, they've been there to answer my questions and sent me down the right direction.
What are some of the services that you've taken advantage out here? Are there things that have stood out for you that you've been able to use?
The tutoring, free tutoring, just all the resources that are available. The academic advisor, she's helped me a lot with navigating my career path and what works for me on my timeline, my schedule.
And what kind of degree are you pursuing here?
Just a business certificate.
Okay. And where would you like to see those educational opportunities lead you here in the near future?
I did take my real estate classes through Northwest. I did get my license. So after I obtain my business certificate, I'm not really sure where I'm going to go from there.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's part of the educational process. Learn new things and find where you go from there.
Yes, definitely. Just taking it one step at a time.
That's great. And we thank you for being here tonight. We're excited to hear your story, and I know everybody will be hearing the story from Tiffany in just a few moments here at Green Carpet 2025. Good evening and welcome tonight. We're very happy to have you here on the campus of Northwest State Community College. From the Board of Trustees on down, we are proud of everything that goes on here on campus, not only here, but also at our brand new Van Wert campus that'll be coming up in a few months, and also our outreach efforts in education throughout the state of Ohio. And those outreach efforts are wide, and hopefully if you didn't know some things, you'll learn some things tonight, not only about Northwest State, but about our award winners as well, and the foundation, who really makes so many things go firmly and strongly here at Northwest State. So we thank you for being a part of our event tonight. We thank you for your understanding, starting a few minutes early. What I'd like to do first off is welcome up the president of Northwest State Community College, Todd Hernandez.
Thank you. Joel, I'm so relieved that you didn't hide my speech.
I would never do that.
Well, thanks for coming tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. I want to start first with some thanks. First to our foundation, the work that they've done to put this on, our facilities, our technicians. It's a lot of work to transform a college campus into what you see here tonight. So first off, thanks to everyone that's volunteered and helped get this place ready to go. Also, the foundation has a board that works tirelessly for absolutely zero money, $0, to help raise funds for all of our learners here. So if you're a current foundation board member, current or former, could you please stand to be recognized? Thank you for your work. Also, the college has a board of trustees. There's 9 board members, And they also work for the large sum of $0. And we really appreciate their leadership. And so if you're a current or former board member of the college, could you please stand? So obviously tonight is a gala event, right? We're trying to raise money, and you're going to hear from one of our learners later, and she's got a wonderful, touching, moving story, and it will, I'm sure, excite all of you. But I want you to know that it's not just giving money; it's part of a bigger vision that we have here at Northwest State. We're trying to create this shared vision, and we call it Elevate Northwest Ohio. There's a lot of data that's come out by 2030, 2031. 65% of our workforce is going to need some sort of college level attainment. Now, not necessarily a 2-year or 4-year degree, though some of that is necessary, but it might just be a couple of classes in advanced Excel or a welding certificate. But our workforce is going to need some sort of college beyond high school in order really for just us to sustain. So Elevate Northwest Ohio is about how can Northwest State partner with all of you and the community to find ways to get our adults into the college that they need in order to be able to fill the jobs. And as we elevate Northwest Ohio, it builds upon itself. As our graduates make $10,000 more per year than someone with just a high school education, over the lifetime of their earnings, that's almost $400,000. I also want to, it's money well spent when you give to the foundation and our students. Northwest State generates $137 million annually in our region in money that's spent. Our students, we're a great investment. For every dollar that our students spend with Northwest State Community College, they receive $4 in return. For our taxpayers, we're also a very, very good investment for taxpayers because for every dollar we receive in taxes, we generate $4.4 in tax revenue. So we're actually a very good investment. We commissioned a third party to do an economic impact study for us last year, and they told us some of these numbers, but the summary was that Northwest State generates more tax revenue than we receive. Northwest State creates and maintains wealth, and Northwest State is a better return than the stock market. So the money you give tonight will go to good use. Thank you for being here.
What I'd like to do next is move to the second part of our evening tonight, and we love hearing from the student body. We love hearing from our learners. Our learners span such a wide realm of different things they're studying, different lifestyles, different backgrounds, different geographic areas, and that's the exciting thing about it. When you really look at our student body, you're moved by it. We had graduation was it last weekend? My weeks ago. It was last weekend. Jim Bellamy's nodding his head yes, and Leah graduated, so she can say yes too. So when you look at it, I mean, that's such a great day. There are 3 days really, if you include green carpet event, graduation, the scholarship night, and green carpet that as a board member I love coming to because you get to talk to the students, you get to see the things that they do and the difference that they are making in their communities thanks to their drive and their energy and their things that they are looking to do with their own way and their own families and their own organizations. Tiffany Kern will be our speaker from the student body tonight. Tiffany is a current student who has recently finished her real estate classes and is now working on obtaining her business certification here at Northwest State. Let's give a big welcome to Tiffany Kern.
I grew up in a normal household except for having divorced parents. My dad was an alcoholic and very inconsistent with visitations. Because of that, my brother and I experienced a lot of heartache. It wasn't unusual for us to wait by the door looking out the window with our bags packed and him ending up being a no-show a few hours late, or worse, showing up drunk and my mom refusing to let us go with him. My brother and I cried a lot of tears. Aside from that, I had a pretty good upbringing. I did fairly well in school and played in sports including volleyball, softball, cheerleading, and I was even elected to be on the homecoming court. However, teenage hormones caused me some grief and assisted me in making some irrational decisions. At the age of 16, I went against my mother's wishes and I decided to leave home to move in with my dad. Moving 3 hours away from home and my mother was one of the worst decisions I had ever made. At that time, my dad was the worst influence in my life, as he was still an alcoholic, and unbeknownst to me, he was using cocaine. It wasn't long before I was drinking and using cocaine with him. In the new high school that I attended, I was quickly befriended by the wrong crowd. I had changed so much in a short period of time. I was drinking and driving, getting into fistfights, wrecking my dad's vehicles, and my grades were failing. When my mom caught wind of my erratic behaviors and the decline in my academics, I was forced into the court system, put on juvenile probation, and I had to complete a mini boot camp that aimed to help get teens back on track. After barely graduating high school, at the bottom of my class, I started smoking dope and popping pain pills. Any person that I had met in any and all places, I made it my mission to find out if they had access to pills so that I could keep my supply coming in and feed my new daily addiction. I was taking an average of 30 pain pills a day. It was exhausting to feed this addiction every single day. The withdrawals that I experienced without pills were unbearable. It wasn't long before I ditched the pills and went into full-blown heroin addiction. Working in Dayton, Ohio gave me easy access to multiple drug dealers. I was constantly chasing my next fix and completely obsessed with heroin and the needle. As soon as I would wake up in the morning, before my eyes even opened, I had overwhelming thoughts of how am I going to get high today? Where am I going to get the money? Whose phone am I going to use? How am I going to get there? And how will I get back home if I do get a ride? Who can I manipulate today? Heavy addiction stripped me of the things I once had, such as a vehicle, phone, money, and even a home at times. Deep down inside, I knew that wasn't the real me. I knew that I had always envisioned better for my life. I did not want to spend my life chasing drugs. It took every ounce of energy I had to keep chasing the next fix, but detoxing was even worse. I experienced my share of overdoses and woke up on many bathroom floors after shooting up. I was certainly playing Russian roulette with my life as my doses of heroin increased more and more. I eventually got to a point where before I would shoot up, I would whisper a prayer. God, please don't let me die today. And if I die, please don't let me go to hell. You see, I grew up going to church, and I did have a faith-filled mother praying and crying out to God for me on my behalf. I truly believe that is why I'm still here today. I did become a slave to heroin, and after many failed attempts to detox, I believed it'd be impossible to quit and thought I'd never break free. But the good Lord rescued me. After a few trips to jail and different rehab centers, I was facing prison time, mainly because I was unable to provide clean drug screens for my counselors and probation officers. In the end, my probation officer didn't hesitate to handcuff me and call for the sheriff to come escort me to CCNO while he stayed behind to fill out my paperwork that would send me to prison. My mom pleaded with him to give me one more chance and let me go back into a rehabilitation center. I was 21 years old when I entered my last rehab in January of 2009. I stayed 7 long months because the counselor saw potential in me and seen that I was making positive changes. While there, a family friend and a grandmother, like a grandmother and mentor, began picking me up for my classes. She counseled me on many things, as she happens to be a very wise woman. She taught me about the Bible, took me to church, and most importantly, took the time to pray with me and for me. I valued our time together very much and looked forward to it. I met Scott, my now husband, at the AA meetings. Although things moved rather quickly between us, I believe it was for the best. I got pregnant with my first child soon after graduating rehab. After that, I knew for certain that I never wanted to go back to my old life, and I had always wanted to be a mother someday. And in fact, it was one of my greatest hopes. And there was no part of me that wanted to be a mom who parties, drinks and drives, or uses drugs. I believe that God gave me my children to save my life. After getting married, Scott and I bought a lovely home, had a few more children, 5 in total. I enjoyed being a stay-at-home mother and taking on the responsibilities of my motherly duties. My husband went to work every day and provided for the family. Even though I enjoyed being a stay-at-home mother, I always thought I might go back to school someday and have my own career. In 2020, my husband was diagnosed with bladder cancer. That cancer word was quite the surprise, but we thought it would pretty much be taken care of after a surgery and some treatments at the Cleveland Clinic. After many hospital stays and different treatment plans, and then the cancer progressing to stage 4, we realized that Scott would not be getting back to work anytime soon. I decided that it was time for me to step up and do something. I called Northwest State to find out the steps to become a licensed real estate agent. The financial aid department helped me apply not only for financial aid, but also encouraged me to apply for a scholarship, something I knew nothing about. I accepted the financial aid and scholarship money with gratitude, and some of the first things that I purchased were a laptop and printer, both which have come in quite handy. I was 36 years old when I started taking my classes, and after barely graduating high school and all of those years in between, to say I struggled getting back into it is an understatement. I found it incredibly difficult to dive back into homework. I felt overwhelmed because I had a house full of energetic kids and unending housework that needed tending to. But I learned to lock myself away in my bedroom and focus on my homework, sometimes pull my hair out, and maybe even cry a little too. However, I did want to do a good job and strive for A's, because after receiving such generous help getting back into school, sorry, I messed that part up. I wanted to do good because of the help that I received. I battled a lot of stress and anxiety, and many times came to the conclusion that I wasn't cut out for all of this college stuff. I struggled especially with each new class. At the beginning of a new course, I would feel those strong feelings of anxiety and doubt come upon me again. Thank goodness for my academic advisor, who was always so responsive to my emails and requests for advice or direction. She offered me solutions and advised that I take advantage of the free tutoring. Then I would think to myself, I've already made it this far and done all of these things, and what about all those people who have helped all along the way? I need to just keep going and take it one day at a time. After finishing my real estate courses last June, I was able to take my state and regional exams and get my real estate license. It wasn't long before I started recognizing that God was again answering the prayers that I have always prayed, prayers for divine connections. I would ask Him to connect me to the right people, places, and things, and to disconnect me from all the wrong connections. He was putting me in the right places at the right times with the right people. All of a sudden, my circle expanded, and it now includes mentors, entrepreneurs, and more successful business-minded people who offer their support and expertise to me when needed. I have one more accounting class to complete before I earn my business certificate, but so far I've managed to get all A's and one B, and I may even still be on the dean's list as well. Who would have thought? I know that my husband, Scott, has experienced a degree of relief seeing that I keep moving forward and surround myself with the right people. He sees that I really go after business opportunities with great determination. He knows that I will be okay and believes that I will be successful as I possess the qualities of hard work, determination, and persistence in spite of life's difficulties. Today, I give thanks to God because I have over 16 years completely clean and sober. Also, back in 2019, I filed a motion with the courts asking the judge to grant me an expungement, the erasing of my criminal history and felony charges. Praise God, my motion was granted and my record has been erased. Did I mention that my husband and I were also able to help get my dad on the road to recovery, and he is now clean and sober himself. It is so good to see my dad walking in freedom, reading his Bible, and going to church. My brother is also right there with him. God is still in the miracle-working business, I can tell you that much. I am blessed to be a sober wife and mother to 5 children, and now thanks also to Northwest State and the generous donors, I am proudly working as a realtor with Howard Hanna and will soon be obtaining my business certification. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiffany, for sharing your story and the strength that you've had throughout all of these years and the strength to come here tonight and tell your story. We deeply appreciate it. Thank you. Another recipient of one of our awards tonight at the Green Carpet 2025 event for Northwest State Community College is Filling Homes, and we've got Carol Slight with us. And Carol, tell me a little bit about what Filling is and the things that you're involved with day to day with the organization.
Sure, I am the proud vice president of Filling Homes. And Filling Homes started 65 years ago by the residential facility that many people know on Route 108 in Napoleon. But over the years, boy, have we grown. We have community homes in the 4 different counties of Northwest Ohio, where we actually have 11 community homes. And then we have a couple other group homes in Williams County and 5 dayhabilitation sites, anything where people go and do fun activities, but we also have day activity sites where people make a living and earn a paycheck from paper shredding and our famous dog treats and durable medical equipment, rental equipment that maybe not everybody knows about, and then of course our very famous Soaring Arts art studio and Pottery Express. I feel like we are an integral part of downtown Napoleon with Soaring Arts art studio, and also so proud that with Soaring Arts and the art studio, you can look all over our 4-county area and probably find banners and murals that those artists have been commissioned to make. And in fact, Northwest State Community College is one of our biggest fans and supporters, and you will see Soaring Arts art all over this college.
It's so neat for me, being where I am located in downtown Napoleon with my office daily. I walk out the door and walk around the corner, and just the liveliness that is added, the excitement, the vibrancy that a place like Soaring Arts provides, and Filling provides the jumping off spot to allow those individuals to explore themselves, find themselves, have a voice, and that's just an amazing thing for you guys to be able to do for people.
It is, and Filling Homes is blessed to care for all kinds of people, and I just said care for because in our homes we care for people that need 24-hour care to people that might need drop-in services and help with their banking or appointments. And then with our day programs, it's just amazing of not only what we have done to different communities, but how the different communities have embraced us. Again, we are part of Napoleon's downtown revitalization program and the Pocket Park, and just every community is so important to everybody, and the community has become part of us, and we have become part of the community. And I think we've taught our community a lot about people's not disability, but their abilities, what they can do. And it's just like you just said, that exchange, that partnership, it's fun and it brings energy. And we brought energy to classrooms, to the libraries, to kids camps, to the senior center, to nursing homes, to churches, you name it. Great integration and partnership.
Let's talk about the Making a Difference Awards, and this is one of the best parts of the Green Carpet event every year. I'm always excited to hear, a number of weeks ago, who are our winners, who are we going to recognize tonight. The Northwest State Community College Foundation offers the Making a Difference Award each year. The recipients were nominated by community members. Applications for this prestigious award were made publicly available on the NSCC website. A selection committee chose the awards based on the submitted nominations. And tonight we are very happy to recognize our 2025 Making a Difference Award recipients tonight. And we'll start with Filling Homes, our Making a Difference organization winner for 2025. Filling Homes is a faith-based, not-for-profit organization that provides services to people with intellectual and developmental disabilities in Henry, Fulton, Williams, and Defiance counties. There are 42 Lutheran Church congregations in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, which comprise the corporate membership of Filling Memorial Home of Mercy. The construction of the original Filling Home of Mercy was made possible by the generosity of Mrs. Carrie Filling Vajan. The establishment of this Home of Mercy grew naturally out of her sincere Christian desire to provide a place of refuge and care for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities who would find it difficult to receive care anywhere else.
Carrie donated the Filling family homestead to be used as this site for this home, plus farm ground to help support on the south side of Napoleon. Very unselfishly, she wanted the home to be a memorial, not to herself, but to the whole Filling family. Filling Homes is currently licensed to serve 51 individuals at their base facility and 12 clients in group home settings. Additionally, an equal number of people are served through their community service programs and over 120 in their day programs in Henry, Williams, Fulton, and Defiance counties. Congratulations to the Filling Homes for making a difference in our area.
I'm afraid to tell too many people how wonderful this place is because there won't be enough room.
That's what love is about. It's patient, it's kind, it doesn't judge, it just moves forward and is positive in what we do.
The impact that they have on a daily basis, on a minute-to-minute basis, is unbelievable.
Filling Homes started in 1959. We were the dream of Carrie Filling Voyne. She is our founder. We started with 8,000 acres of farmland that she donated to us, or created Filling Homes' large facility on, to be a home for people that might not get care or might not be able to find services somewhere else. And it was her dream, and she made it happen.
If you spend 5 minutes here, you know this series of facilities that they put together has focused on making sure that the residents feel that they belong and that they're cared for.
What I think is so important is I think the Filling Home has made a huge impact on all the people that they have served here, all the people that they have served with the Filling Home, like with the ADS services, Adult Day Services, and they have given me quite a lot of experience with it too.
But in the last 25 years, we've really expanded those lines of service. We have Soaring Arts Art Studio in downtown Napoleon, and then created Pottery Express, another avenue for people to be able to express themselves. And the Filling Home Community Center, home of confidential shredding and some work crews and durable medical equipment that is a benefit to our community.
Filling opened up Soaring Arts in downtown Napoleon. Tara was our artist, and she did such a beautiful job with our back door area, and people see that on a day-to-day basis because there's the Main Street parking area is right there, so if you park in that and then walk to anything in the downtown, you see it. And then to know that that is done by the Soaring Arts folks, and they've expanded so much since then, and it means so much for our small community in downtown Napoleon that they do this and share this with people.
Carol Slight is one of the best administrators I have ever worked with in my entire ministry. It's not just a job to these people. It's a calling, it's a mission, it's a commitment to make a difference in the lives of people, and in the case of being intellectual or developmentally disabled, to move them to the best possible ability and the best way for them to live their lives, whatever that might mean, in whatever circumstance it might mean.
I do a Derek Dad Joke Thursday on Thursdays when I come in, and we stream it on our, Tanya will stream it on her phone, and we do like a Facebook Live type thing. So, how does Darth Vader like his toast? On the dark side.
When you find the right place and the right mixture of medical assistance and ability to let that individual have their own way of life, you really know that you've done the right thing, as tough as it is.
I believe we give to the community, but boy, does the community and the community at large and churches and organizations, they give to us as well. It's a partnership. 1
Corinthians 13 is not about marriage love. It's about agape love and taking care of others as we'd want to be taken care of. That it's patient, it's kind, it doesn't make judgments, That's what this place is. This place is love personified in everything they do, in everything they care about. I truly believe that, or I would not serve here. I believe that they have the dynamic joy of loving people, loving God's creation, no matter what walk of life those people are in, and moving forward to make their lives better. That's what love is about.
Boy, that video says it all. Robin prepared me for this great video, and thank you to Northwest State for making that video. It was beautiful. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Filling Homes, I want to thank Northwest State Foundation for hosting this evening's wonderful event and for honoring our organization for this Making a Difference award. We are truly grateful, deeply humbled for this recognition. This past year, Filling Homes celebrated 65 years of service, a milestone that reminds us not only of where we begun, but of the values that continue to guide us. Our journey started with the vision and compassion of Carrie Filling Voyne, who recognized a need to serve people with developmental disabilities, especially those who had nowhere else to go. Her mission was rooted in faith, service, and a deep desire to make a difference. For over 65 years, we have remained inspired by faith and driven by hope. And we firmly believe that Filling Homes does make a difference. When I say we, I speak of a team of more than 350 dedicated employees. Our direct support professionals, nurses, supervisors, maintenance staff, environmental services, therapy teams, rehabilitation staff, medical records, business office, and our leadership team. Each and every one of them contributes something essential. Together, we strive for excellence, compassion, faithful stewardship each and every day. We are proud to serve 180 individuals with developmental disabilities. And while that number is significant, what truly matters is the relationships built, the dignity upheld, and the lives enriched on a daily basis. But let me be clear, I would not be standing here this evening without many others who make a difference to our mission. We are blessed to walk along the side of residents, clients, and artists. We are we are strengthened by their families, by our area churches, devoted volunteers, and the ongoing support and partnership of many local businesses and other organizations. We are truly grateful to be part of a community that believes in inclusion, equity, and the power of human connection. So on behalf of Filling Homes, thank you. Thank you for this incredible honor. Thank you for seeing us, supporting us, and believing in the work that we do. Together, we do make a difference. Thank you for this evening's award, and also thank you for the team of Filling Homes in these two tables that joined us this evening.
Here with one of our award recipients tonight at the Green Carpet event at Northwest State Community College. Introduce yourself.
My name's Kathy Shaw, and I'm from Triangular Services.
Tell me a little bit about Triangular, Kathy. If people don't know what you're involved with on a day-to-day basis, what is Triangular?
Triangular Services is a nonprofit that was started back in 1997 by a group of parents of individuals with developmental disabilities, and they wanted a more purposeful local option for their loved ones when they got out of school to contribute and be a part of their community. So we do vocational programming, day programming, Special Olympics, transportation. We have Blooms and the table and the Legacy Center.
It's really a labor of love for you and for the people that work with Triangular, isn't it?
Oh yes, I have the best staff ever and very grateful for all the hard work that they do. And of course we get to serve the most wonderful people, and I actually feel bad for the rest of the world that doesn't have my job because I have the best job ever.
One of the things that I know, and in talking to people who know you and the things that you work on daily, it's a lot about connections. It's about putting people together, not only through Triangular, but people within the community as well.
Yeah, I think it's about introductions, because whenever our individuals have a chance to connect in the community embraces them. So I think it's just a matter of opening the door and letting them walk through, because once they're through, then I back away. They're the center of attention, and they're the star, and they really make the world a better place. And I think Northwest Ohio, we're very fortunate. A lot of communities don't have the support we have, and we're very lucky.
A lot of times you see long-term service for the people that are out at Triangular in the community, you know, where they are at their workplaces or whatever it may be. You know, people really get to know them year after year after year, and they enjoy it, and it's just great to have that connection.
Yeah, just like the rest of us. I mean, if you give folks a chance, we have more in common than we have that separates us, and individuals with disabilities are just like that. So once you look past what maybe keeps us apart, you develop a relationship, and it goes from there.
We are so happy and so honored to have you as part of Green Carpet tonight, Kathy. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.
One of our award winners for Green Carpet 2025 at Northwest State Community College.
Next is our individual award, our Individual Making a Difference Award winner for 2025, Kathy Shaw. Kathy sees the beauty and opportunity to shine within each individual she meets. She's passionate about individuals with developmental disabilities, serving as the director of Triangular Processing in Wauseon, where she and her team mentor clients to assist them with learning skills to become more independent and opportunities to become self-sufficient. With the heartfelt leadership of Kathy, the following entities work with clients to help them grow and prosper as individuals: Triangular Processing, the Annex, the Table on Fulton Street, Blooms, the Racquet Club, and Fulton County Festival of Trees. Kathy Shaw is a champion. She's a mentor. She's an advocate. She's a business leader, and she's a community connector. While she does not necessarily do this good work for the accolades, it's our privilege to emphatically state that Kathy Shaw is truly making a difference in Northwest Ohio. Her passion has not only helped change the lives of the individuals she works for, but the community she serves. Whether it be her commitment to vocational training, day services, transportation, community employment services, recreation, and Special Olympics, you can find Kathy as the #1 cheerleader, always there to assist when needed. Our Individual Making a Difference Award winner, Kathy Shaw.
Kathy Shaw is my boss at Triangular Processing.
Oh, Kathy is very passionate about our individuals in Triangular Services, individuals with developmental disabilities, is without a doubt in my mind her passion.
I know Kathy Shaw for many years, in 15 years. She's a remarkable, nice lady we've ever had.
She's very compassionate about her clients and getting them to be active in the community so that the community understands and knows why she has the business that she has.
She's truly someone more devoted to their cause than anyone that I have ever come across.
Kathy is relentless. When Kathy has an idea, she is going to run with it, and she will beat the horse. And you know, people say you shouldn't beat a dead horse, but I've seen her beat dead horses back to life.
We all know that Triangular Processing is responsible for the county recycling, and for a lot of people that might be the only face they know. In the short time that I've been on the board, we've had an art studio, we've opened a restaurant, we're in this flower shop. These are all opportunities to include the people that we serve, to teach them real life skills, and just to give them a purpose.
I'm in the art program, do paint, pictures for Festival of Trees, help here at Blooms, cut flowers.
Kathy Shaw is very good boss for us. She's full of giggles, smiling. She loves to see everybody working, and she's an awesome boss to us.
I just feel like anywhere you go, you mention Kathy's name and they're like, yep, you know, we know her, whether it's on a personal basis or her heart is really big. And I think it obviously shows in everything that she does and everything that she's a part of.
Kathy has brought so much to the city of Wauseon with economical growth. They purchased the annex. Then she purchased the Table, which is a restaurant right downtown on Fulton Street. And she employed her clients to come in, and the communication that they have with our community was just a great collaboration.
It's just a good way to have community involvement that they can see a direct like impact, or can have a tangible item when they're supporting something. So when they go eat, you know, you are enjoying that meal with your friends and family, but it's also directly impacting somebody else's life. Or when you buy flowers from Blooms, it's directly impacting somebody else's life, not just the people that you're buying for that special occasion, but an individual who needs our help.
She just brings this light that, you know, she wants our athletes to succeed, and she gives them any opportunity that she can. The Legacy Center is a gym that our athletes are going to participate in, have their own space to practice, have games, and ultimately just give them another opportunity to succeed.
Just last year, we needed a Santa Claus. We were without a Santa Claus for our big, huge Christmas parade, and she used one of her employees, and it was the best Santa Claus. The children loved the Santa Claus this year. Everything that she has done, plus the Festival of Trees, she's so compassionate about what she does, and I've never seen her say no.
Kathy won this award because she is an inspiration, not just within the sector that our organization serves, but an inspiration to any individual of any leadership stature to strive, to attain, and to push themselves beyond what anyone might think they're capable of.
I think she believes that everyone has a purpose and a place, and she has made it her life's mission to create that through Triangular, to give these individuals a space where they feel welcomed and helpful and purposeful.
I have a recognition to everything. I made the Santa Claus t-shirt, long shirt, and everything. Coffee mugs, you name it. I know she's crying in the background. She's got the happy tears in. Yeah.
There may or may not be a side bed in the room somewhere at what second I start crying, but thank you. Okay, that didn't last long. It is important for me to share that the recognition I am getting is really because of the wonderful people I am surrounded by. The staff at Triangular Services are amazing, and they do the important work that I get credit for. The staff and the individuals we serve have changed my life, and I am so appreciative. Wait, this is embarrassing.
No. I make people cry every day.
We are fortunate to have an engaged board of directors. They give their time and their expertise, providing a solid base of leadership. We have great volunteers, whether Special Olympics, Festival of Trees, the Legacy Center, or Legends in Livestock, and they help us celebrate the individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities and all they have to offer and all they bring to the table. They volunteer their time, and we would be lost without them. I also want to give a shout out to Fulton County and Northwest Ohio for their support of Triangular's mission and the idea that individuals with disabilities are equal partners in making our communities shine. And shout out to Northwest State. I don't think it's lost that both awards went to recognizing the impact of individuals with developmental and intellectual disabilities. I also want to thank Northwest State because my daughters and I all started our college education at Northwest State Community College. My father passed away when I was young, and my mother received Social Security benefits. Because I turned 18 my senior year of high school, I was required to be enrolled in college full-time while still a senior in high school. This was well before College Credit Plus. Northwest State Community College found a way and made it possible for me to both be a full-time college student and a full-time senior, helping me, helping my mother, and helping my family. My daughters, okay, I thought it had it under control, and then I looked at them. My daughters all started college at Northwest State through the College Credit Plus program. They have all gone on to receive advanced degrees. Emily received her MBA recently. Samantha is 1 month away from her master's in the field of education. My youngest, Sophia, who's not here tonight, is in Nebraska getting her doctorate. Northwest State Community College has made a positive impact on my family's life. I believe when you give someone a chance at education, you open doors that not only benefit them, but benefit the whole community. So thank you, Northwest State. Finally, thank you to my husband, my daughters, and my sisters. I'm almost done. They are my rocks and my biggest cheerleaders. Thank you very much.
I promise I won't be too long. I just got to get my glasses. My print's not big enough. But anyway, it's been a pleasure to be here once again as we come together to celebrate the 2025 Making a Difference Award recipients. As what President Hernandez mentioned, I want to thanks goes out to all who made the Green Carpet event possible, from our dedicated foundation and college staff to the student workers and volunteers. Your hard work is deeply appreciated. Joel Miller, thank you once again for lending your time and talent as our Masters of Ceremonies. You continue to support truly helps make this evening special. Thank you very much. He's always here for us. He always does a wonderful job. Our outstanding entertainment, Michael Griffin, his one-of-a-kind performance was a real highlight. Let's give a big round of applause for everyone who contributed to success for tonight's event. We are also very grateful for the many individuals, organizations that provided scholarships and silent auction items, as your generosity helps make this night possible. A special thanks goes out to our foundation board members. Their time, insight, and generosity drives our mission to support students and build stronger communities. I'd also like to recognize Robin Wilcox, our Director of Development. Robin's passion, commitment, is unmatched, and her leadership is vital to the continued success of our foundation. Tiffany Kern, thank you for courageously sharing your story. You remind us why this foundation works is so important. Your strength and determination are inspiring, and we wish you nothing but success as you continue pursuing your goals. Each year, our college and foundation hosts scholarship awards reception where students not only receive their scholarships but also meet the donors who believe in them. This year, we proudly awarded over $900,000 to support 440 students, and this is the most in the history of this foundation. It's tremendous. Since 2010, the foundation has awarded more than $10.5 million in scholarships. Your support tonight continues that legacy. Last year alone, this event helped raise over $64,000 for student scholarships. Over the past 15 years, we've honored 45 Making a Difference recipients, individuals and organizations who have dedicated themselves to improving the lives of others. We are proud to now to add 2 more to the list, Filling Homes and Kathy Shaw. Your impact on our communities is powerful and lasting. Thank you for your service, your hope and compassion that you bring. Let's also remember that we celebrate the past recipients from local businesses and generous individuals who all shared in a mission of making a difference. And to name a few, Davlin Company, Symphony of the Trees, Edward Kinston, Van Wert County Foundation, Terry Hendricks Ford Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Norm Zeider Swanton Welding, Brian Airy Foundation, North Star Blue Scope Steel, Dental Excellence of Napoleon and Delta, Parkview Physicians Group, Ed and Carol Novzinger, John Wilson, and Erie Sauter of Sauter's Company. On behalf of the Northwest State Community College, the Foundation Board, thank you all for being here tonight. Your support uplifts students, strengthens our communities, and keeps the spirit of giving alive. Congratulations once again to the Filling Homes, Kathy Shaw. Your leadership and kindness truly make a difference. Good night.